What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Great Talks Wrestling. That's right, it's time once again to talk Smackdown. Jey Uso has left not just Smackdown but the WWE, and we have a new United States Heavyweight Champion. More and more to talk about. Let's get down to it. This is Great Talks Wrestling. If you haven't done so already, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button. I really do appreciate everybody that has done so already. We kick off the show with a decent match, WrestleMania rematch, if you will. A very exciting match for me. I mean, who's not going to love Charlotte Flair versus Asuka? This was a very good match until out comes Damage Control, ruins the whole thing. Io Sky's your new champion. People are cheering, then beating the shit out of the two people in the ring, leaving them laying. Io Sky standing there with a belt. I'm guessing she's going to feud with these two for now, but when is Bayley going to turn on? That's what we're all wondering, isn't it? We know at some point Bayley is screwing her and going to turn on her and want to challenge for the title, and they're turning Io baby face. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen down the road at some point. We're just waiting for that moment to happen. So the United States Championship's on the line. Finally, Austin Theory gets a match to defend the title. It's like they've done nothing with the geezer ever since he beat John Cena. Ever since he got that rub from Cena at WrestleMania, they've done nothing to capitalise on that. Absolutely jack shit has happened. Nothing. So here's Austin Theory defending the title against Santos Escobar, who's actually been built up quite nicely over the last few months since he's come up from NXT, made his LWO thing with Rey Mysterio, and you're thinking, okay, this could actually be a decent match. They're both good in the ring. It should be a good match. Santos could win it. He could actually be a decent babyface champion to hold the belt for a little while, go back and forth with Austin Theory for a bit. Exchange the title a couple of times, but no, they go and do a stupid angle where Austin Theory injures Santos Escobar backstage, and we're left wondering, can Santos make the match? Is he going to be able to be ready, be fit enough to fight for the title? We'll leave it there for now, ladies and gentlemen, because we've got AJ Styles versus Karrion Kross. Where this feud came from and who cares, who knows. They do all this lovely stuff with Karrion Kross. He's got Scarlet. He looks good. I don't know about the hair. I preferred him bald, I will say that. But yeah, they do these lovely video packages with him where he says he's going to do all this stuff to the people he's facing. He goes out there, faces AJ Styles. I have it right. AJ Styles is very talented, but he don't need a win against Karrion Kross. What's that going to do for AJ Styles? Now, AJ Styles is a made man. He don't need wins anymore. He needs to be making stars. Like Karrion Kross. Since he's come here again, they've done nothing with him. He loses here again against AJ where he should be winning convincingly, building him up for a better, bigger and better feud. Instead, he loses. Make it make sense. They obviously don't like him and don't rate him. The match was alright. Michin getting involved. That was probably the highlight. Michin throwing Scarlett completely over the table. Poor girl, man. She hit hard. I hope she's alright. Because she bumped hard. She hit those chairs hard. Didn't look like a nice landing. Let's have it right. How'd you practice to fall on that? You don't. The Edge and Sheamus thing, I mean, a bit of a loving really, wasn't it? I mean, they were explaining their friendship and their history. It goes back quite far, supposedly, back to the days where Sheamus was on the indie scene trying to get into the WWE. Edge gives him a bit of advice. And then we go to when Edge was out injured and he goes to Sheamus and Sheamus helps him train, and then he's like, yeah, do you think I can come back? And then all of that lovely stuff, and they all love each other, and they're going to have a match against each other next week. It's going to be lovely jubbly. They're going to beat the shit out of each other, supposedly. Is this the best we've got for Edge, the rated R superstar? Do you know what I mean? This is Edge. Make the most of him while you've got him. But you're not. Just treating him like next man. Just doesn't matter. Gotta say, happy birthday to one of the greatest of all time, brother Terry Bollea, Hulk Hogan. Happy birthday. Hope you have a good one. LA Knight against Top Dollar. I mean, Top Dollar looks like he's wearing pyjamas. The highlight of this, LA Knight, of course, is completely over. We all know that. I mean, what's he doing wrestling? Top Dollar here, really. What a waste of time that is. You know they're not going to capitalise on this, are they? They're not going to capitalise on the heat that he is creating, on the buzz that he is creating. Ridiculous! Excuse me. It's absolutely ridiculous that they're not capitalising on this momentum that LA Knight has created, this hysteria, this buzz. Instead, they're putting him in matches with Top Dollar, Flop Dollar. Geezer looks like he's wearing his pyjamas. You got Michael Cole spitting bars about him on commentary, taking the piss out of him. Why is LA Knight anywhere near this clown? It's a joke, man. Absolute joke. They should be building LA Knight up. He should be pushed higher and higher. I'm liking what I'm seeing with these Lashley and the Profits. I've got to say that. Hopefully that goes a bit further. I like the little the little segment they did in the bar where they're chatting about they're looking to take over Smackdown. New blood in town. It's time. Like, the timing is right for them to take over, because look at what the breakdown of the Bloodline at the moment is. The perfect opportunity for a new faction to step in and to take over, and I can see that happening. Roman Reigns could be under threat. There could be a new threat in town. Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. If you had one or two more people into that faction, they're going to do bits in the WWE without doubt. Mark that down. Stamp this moment. So we get to the IC title match. Santos is supposedly cleared to go. He's ready to go. He's coming out to the ring. Here comes Austin Theory. Attacks him again from behind. Chop block. Quality, man. Old school move right there. A chop block. Proper heel move that. Takes him out. Leaves him laying. And then out comes the rest of the LWO to check on him. Adam Pearce is there. And Santos can't go, so they replace him with none other than Boyaka 619. Rey Mysterio takes his place to face Austin Theory for the title. And wouldn't you know it, he needs that push, doesn't he? The Hall of Famer. He needs to get over, doesn't he? He needs the rub. He needs that United States Championship, because for me, the IC title and the United States titles are titles that elevate people to the next level, prove that they are ready to hold titles, hold straps, and maybe one day hold the main strap. This is the test, if you will. Always was, with the likes of the Ultimate Warrior, Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart, Steve Austin, The Rock, Triple H. That's what it used to mean, the IC title. Same with the United States Championship over in WCW back in the day. Used to make people get ready to hold the main strap. Why shouldn't it mean that now? Why have we got a Hall of Famer in Rey Mysterio holding the United States Championship? Make it make sense. Fucking Austin Theory, man. What did he do? Did he try it on with Stephanie McMahon backstage? That's the only thing I can think of. Or Roman Reigns' wife. Did he have a go at her or something? Flirted with her or something? I don't know. I can't make it make sense. What did this guy do? The talent is obvious. You had him beat John Cena, one of the greatest of all time, at WrestleMania, in one of the baddest matches of WrestleMania. Let's have that right. It was shit, but he still got the rub. And now look at him. Make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen, if you can, down below, please. Help a brother out. I need to understand why they are doing this to Austin Theory. What is the theory behind it? Can someone explain it to me, please, down below? Anyway, we move to what was pretty much the main event segment, what we've all been waiting for, the Bloodline, and what's going on there as the Bloodline turns, what goes on the Bloodline street, what's happening tonight. This is more like an episode of EastEnders or something like that, do you know what I'm saying? Like a soap opera. So it's turned into, really, because now we've got brother against brother. After what happened at SummerSlam, Jimmy costing Jay the title, costing him the tribal chief. Out comes Roman Reigns, Paul Heyman, Solo Sikoa. They cut a bit of a promo. They ask, where's Jimmy? Paul Heyman's been fantastic, I've got to say. Paul Heyman is brilliant, man. One of the best actors in professional wrestling of all time. Was phenomenal again here. But there's Jimmy walking around ringside. It's like a little naughty boy. Comes in the ring, tries to explain he don't want anything from Roman. Roman's like, thank you for that. He's like, I don't want anything from you, I didn't do it for you. Jay comes out to the ring, of course he does, and he's like, explain yourself or we're done. And Jimmy like tries to make the excuse like, yeah, I tried to stop you from winning to become the tribal chief and the world champion, so you don't turn out like Roman. Kind of makes a bit of sense, I suppose, in a way, but it didn't really, did it? Let's have it right. It made a little sense, and that it did. Jay ain't happy. Jimmy walks away. Roman and Solo attack Jay. Jay fights back, super kicks a pair of them, knocks them down, gets out the ring, looks like he's going to hug Jimmy, calls him back, super kicks him, goes to the nearest camera, tells everyone, I'm out of here, deuces, goodbye, I'm not just out of Smackdown, I'm not out of the Bloodline, I'm not just out of Smackdown, I'm out of the WWE, I'm done, deuces, see you later, sayonara, bonjour. Yeah, he was gone. He's gone. Has he really? Come on, he'll probably be back next week. We'll see what happens. At some point he will be back, ladies and gentlemen. We all know that. This is something that where they're just going to drag out this Uso thing, probably until next WrestleMania. We'll get Jay versus Jimmy. That's probably how long they're going to drag this out for now. Let's have that right. Anyway, let me know what you thought of SmackDown down below. If you have watched this far, thank you very much. If you haven't done so already, you know what you got to do. You see it down there. It's quite simple. See that little thing on the screen that says subscribe? Click it. See what happens. Something special, I'll tell you that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time. Stay lucky, stay safe. This isn't goodbye, just bonjour.